Beach Up Sunset World.
Sushi,
Sumo, Tokushima.
この番組は地域密着型のボランティア活動を徳島で行っている国際ワークキャンプのメンバーがお届けする30分です。
This 30 minutes broadcast is hosted by volunteer members who come from abroad to help the community of Tokushima.
Hello, good evening everyone. We are your hosts for this evening. Hola, soy Jimena.
I am Dushyant from India.
Good. This radio program, Sushi, Sumo, Tokushima, is live on B-FM Visa. This 30 minutes program is hosted by volunteers members who came from abroad to help the community of Tokushima. Popular images of Japan, sushi and sumo, yes. But we would like people around the world to know not only those images but more things about Japan. They share news from Japan and information about Tokushima, a place that welcomes foreigners from all over the world. No one knows what language will be spoken or what kind of topics they will bring up, so don't miss it. So, for today, we are going to have a special opportunity to hear a little bit of Hindi. Don't worry, guys, I'm going to speak in English, but our guest today is going to show you a little bit of Hindi, the sound. So, can you please tell us your name, where are you from, and your city?
मेरा नाम दुष्यंत है. मैं इंडिया न्यू दिल्ली से हूँ.
That's so good. And tell us, how long have you been here in Japan?
मुझे जापान में अभी 2 years 3 months के around हुआ है.
Okay, that's a lot of times. Is your first time in Japan or you come and go?
ये मेरा तीसरा टाइम है जापान में.
And before Tokushima, you were in some other cities or?
इससे पहले मैं फुकुशिमा, उसके बाद कोबे, and अब तोकुशिमा में.
I understand. And tell us a little bit of the other cities have you lived in, like for example Kobe.
कोबे के अलावा मैं टोक्यो में भी टोक्यो भी देखा है. मतलब ऑलमोस्ट जापान पूरा देखा है, पर जापान में अभी जो नहीं देखा है वो है होक्काइडो एंड ओकिनावा.
Oh really? And those other places, did you like it? Was a different experience?
मुझे बहुत अच्छा लगता है. जाके देखना चाहता हूँ. I think बहुत ब्यूटीफुल प्लेसेस हैं. इस वजह से मेरा जाने का बहुत मन है.
Yeah, of course. I think the landmark is different and the places are really different, especially how the houses and the weather is. It's a little bit different from Tokushima, maybe.
मुझे भी ऐसा लगता है.
Yeah, of course. And how do you feel like living in Japan? Are you students? Are you working? Are you volunteer? Where?
No. मैं अभी एज अ स्टूडेंट हूँ. यहाँ पे मैं अभी शिकोकु दाइगाकु में स्टूडेंट हूँ.
Yeah, really. And how is to be in a university in Japan? Is it too different from India or?
बहुत अलग अच्छा सा डिफरेंट मतलब अच्छा फील होता है. जापान की जो यूनिवर्सिटी है वो बहुत ज़्यादा डिफिकल्ट होती है.
Yeah, of course.
क्योंकि यहाँ पे बहुत सारी कांजीज होती हैं.
I understand.
कभी-कभी I cannot understand.
Yeah, for sure. And for example, you clearly can speak Hindi and I know you speak English.
थोड़ी.
And how was learning Japanese for you? How long or did you learn when you came here?
मुझे जापानीज में I think 3 years के आसपास हुआ है.
Well, and it's like places in New Delhi where you can learn Japanese or it's hard to find or how was it?
नहीं, ऐसा नहीं है. इंडिया में बहुत सारे इंस्टीट्यूट्स हैं.
Oh, really?
वो लोग जापानीज टीच करते हैं.
Oh, that's really nice.
Japanese faculties also.
Hey, and it's a lot of Japanese people in India or?
अभी के उसमें बोले तो बहुत सारे जापानीज पीपल अभी इंडिया में रहते हैं.
Yeah. And have you find Indian people here in Tokushima or?
टोकुशिमा में इंडियन लास्ट टाइम मुझे एक पर्सन मिला था इन शियाकुशो. So that time उस टाइम मैं उनसे मिला था. वो फर्स्ट पर्सन थे मेरे लिए जिनसे मैं मतलब टोकुशिमा में एज अ इंडियन मिला था.
But did you speak? Did he or speak another kind of language from India, or he speak also Hindi?
उस टाइम उन्होंने इंग्लिश में बात की.
Oh, what a shame! You couldn't speak like your own language, but English is also really common in India.
Yes.
Yeah, and do you want to keep being here in Tokushima, or what are your plans after your studies?
टोकुशिमा में अभी मैं ऑलमोस्ट 3 years का मेरा प्लान है. मुझे टोकुशिमा बहुत अच्छा लगता है. टोकुशिमा में और अभी रहना चाहता हूँ. अभी आगे का पता नहीं है. फर्दर फ्यूचर का भी प्लान पता नहीं है.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's been a long time, and it's gonna be a little bit more of time, which is really good. And how was like the first experience when you first came to Japan, and how was it? Was like a cultural shock, or how did you feel? How was it? Tell us a little bit of your first year, for example.
जो मेरा फर्स्ट पहला एक्सपीरियंस था जापान में, तो जापान बहुत ज़्यादा साफ सुथरा, बिल्कुल कहीं पे कोई गार्बेज कुछ भी नहीं था.
Yeah, that's a problem.
एयर जो यहाँ की वातावरण वेदर बड़ा साफ एंड नीट एंड क्लीन था. तो बहुत ज़्यादा मेरा फर्स्ट जो पहला एक्सपीरियंस रहा है वो ये बहुत ज़्यादा अच्छा रहा था.
But I hope since you're here for so long, I hope there's more good experience that you have.
मुझे भी ऐसा लगता है.
Tell us a little bit about the food, because I understand in India there's a little bit different cuisine culture, and maybe it has been interesting for you.
इसमें इंटरेस्टिंग मेरे उसमें एक्सपीरियंस में एक्चुअली स्टार्टिंग में मैं वेजिटेरियन था, तो यहाँ पे मुझे बहुत डिफिकल्ट होता था वेजिटेबल्स वगैरह के लिए. सो जापान में ऑलमोस्ट सब नॉन वेज होता है.
Yeah, for the people that remember other programs, our last host, Christine from Seattle, she was also vegetarian, and she always talked about how hard it was for her, especially in Tokushima, to find the food she will eat. And I guess in your case has been something like that.
सब कुछ मुझे पहले से पहले सब चीज चेक करके रखना पड़ता है, क्या चीज खाने की है, क्या चीज नहीं.
It has been like a day that there's just not food in the university that has no meat, or you're like, okay.
हाँ, कभी-कभी ऐसे होता है.
Oh, that's a problem. That's a problem, definitely. But it's part of the cultural changes. The food is definitely. There's some other places in the world that they just eat meat, so it's like the opposite. But yeah, and how about seafood? Do you?
नहीं, मैं सी फूड नहीं खा सकता, बहुत कम. एक से दो बार अभी ऑक्टोपस और हेबी मैंने बस ट्राई करा था. अभी इतना वो नहीं है.
Yeah, it's not.
फील नहीं आता अच्छा.
Yeah, but how do you find the curry? The Japanese curry. Do you like it? It's a different.
Chicken curry I eat. It's like a tasty.
Good that you like it. Yeah. But is it so different from India? Personally, I haven't eaten Indian curry, so I don't know how is it.
It's different है उसमें, क्योंकि जापान की जो करी है वो बहुत ज़्यादा स्वीट होती है, और इंडिया की जो करी होती है वो बहुत ज़्यादा स्पाइसी.
Yeah.
और उसमें बहुत सारे मसाले डले हुए होते हैं, तो उसका टेस्ट बिल्कुल अलग ही हो जाता है.
Yeah, I think it suits more the Japanese taste, that it's not so for spicy things, more for sweet things maybe. Yeah.
कभी-कभी वो अच्छी लगती है.
Yeah, and here I think it's a little bit difficult to find the spices for making the Indian spice.
ऐसा नहीं है, इंडिया के स्पाइसेस यहाँ पे मिल जाते हैं. बहुत सारे यहाँ पे शॉप्स हैं इंडिया की, जिस पे आप जाते हैं, हम बहुत इजीली हमें स्पाइसेस मिल जाते हैं. लाइक अदरवाइज हम इंटरनेट से भी ऑनलाइन ऑर्डर कर सकते हैं.
Oh, really? Oh, that's interesting. And you told me a little bit before the experience of Indian festival that you had. Can you tell the audience a little bit about that?
लास्ट टाइम मैं एक इंडियन फेस्टिवल में गया था कोबे में, तो मेरा जो मन था अंदर से, मुझे वहाँ पे इंडियन फूड खाने का बहुत ज़्यादा क्रेज था कि मुझे इंडियन फूड खाना है. और स्पेशली मेरी कुछ लिमिटेड से डिशेस थी कि मुझे वही जाके खाना है, तो उसको वहाँ पे जाके देखा मैंने, तो वो वाला टेस्ट नहीं था, बिल्कुल टोटल टेस्ट उनका बिल्कुल अलग था, और जो चीज़ चाहिए थी वो भी चीज़ नहीं मिली मुझे.
That's a shame. But yeah, food sometimes is a really interesting subject when you living in a different country. And there's anything else like you miss from India besides the food maybe?
Food. कभी-कभी अपनी इंडिया की लैंग्वेज.
Of course, that's why we're giving you this space. Yeah.
मुझे बहुत टाइम बाद आज मुझे लगा कि मैंने बहुत दिन बाद हिंदी बोल रहा हूँ. इससे पहले इतनी हिंदी कभी बोली नहीं.
Yeah, of course. And well, besides these things that maybe you have been found a little bit difficult about living in Japan, how about the good things? What do you like about Japan, or specifically of Tokushima? What's the things you like?
तोकुशिमा में सबसे अच्छा लगता है यहाँ पे एक बहुत ज़्यादा ग्रीनरी है, बहुत ज़्यादा माउंट्स हैं, और तोकुशिमा के जो लोग हैं वो बहुत अच्छे हैं. ये सब चीज़ें बहुत ज़्यादा अच्छी लगती हैं.
Yeah, and how's the university?
यूनिवर्सिटी अभी अच्छी लग रही है, पर अभी आने वाले टाइम में पता नहीं है कैसी रहेगी.
I see. Have you already climbed Bizan?
I think.
Hey, you don't know if you had?
No.
Yeah. To me, that's like an initiation to be in Tokushima, climb Bizan, but it's okay. You should do it. It's a beautiful place, definitely a beautiful place. And do you have any further plans to go to India and come back, or
अभी तो फिलहाल ऐसा कोई प्लान नहीं है, पर I hope जल्दी प्लान करूँगा.
Oh, I see. Well, now we would like to play a song, and after that we will talk in English both, so you can understand a little bit more about the different cultures between India and Japan.
Sushi, Sumo, Tokushima.
Welcome back, everybody, after this taste of a lot of indie, and now we're going to speak in English so everybody can understand and we can share our experience with our guest. So tell us, the topic of today is differences between Japan and India. Can you tell us a little bit about it?
There is lots of difference. Like if I say in points, like first is a time, second is a manners.
Oh, the manners.
But like we are Indian also, we are going to learn day by day to improve all the things. So if I come to on the point, so first we talk about the time.
Yeah.
Like in Japan, Japanese people, if they promise like a 7 o'clock, Japanese people is come like a 6:50.
yes.
And in our case, I'm not saying it's a bad, but like what's a culture.
Yeah.
So like our time is a 7 o'clock, so we reach it there is a 7:10 or 7:50.
Oh my God, it's exactly the same in Costa Rica. We call it la hora tica, which is 20 to 30 minutes after where you were supposed to be there. Yeah, so I understand that completely.
But like a new generations, and like now is lots of Japanese companies in India, so the manners has been changed.
Oh, really?
So people are going to improve that point, like on time.
I also think that in Latin America we should improve that because it's an important subject.
Yes.
And I mean, it's not that hard to be on time. I don't know why are we like that.
I also don't know. Maybe still I have spent in 2 and 3 months in Japan. Sometime I also late.
Yes.
That time I always give the excuses.
Yeah, I also do that. Yeah. When it's like 2 minutes. Oh, it's 2 minutes. It's not that much. But for Japanese people, it is. But for us, it's like, 2 minutes is nothing. But
and just try to improve the time.
Yeah, definitely.
And second point, like manners. If we are come to the manners, like if you see in train and all, Japanese people, like if they return there, you can arrange on the line. So people are arranged on the line.
Yes.
And in like my country, the peoples, they are written on everything, but they don't follow. Like in morning in metro.
Yes.
In India, morning metro is like a very rush hour.
Oh.
So people cannot board due to the lots of people are going to disturb. They are just putting in the wrong way.
No.
Seriously.
Whoa.
When I was in Japan,
Yes.
I'm shocked. People's like how many they're late on does not matter. People are like online.
Yes, definitely. Yeah, and how is the metro in India? I cannot imagine.
Before the metro start, that time not so much crowded, but in these days, there are lots of rush.
Wow.
If I take a morning metro, so I think I take a 10 to 15 minutes.
Really?
It's so much rush and lots of people inside the train.
Oh my God. Have you been in Tokyo metro station?
That also like a rush, but the people's like on the manners and on the lines. So,
yeah, even it's so crowded.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's a very like a shocking experience.
Yeah, it's a shocking experience. I got dizzy the first time I got there. And to me, it's a little bit contradictions because Japanese people like to have a space, like a personal space is bigger than the personal space in Latin America, for example. I don't know, India probably.
Like in Japanese people, if you see the Japanese people like stand in the gate, but some other person when enter the train, so they manage the place.
Exactly.
But in our country case, like people stand the same place. They don't.
Really?
They are arguments and they are fight. Why you disturbing me?
Whoa. Okay, yeah, that's really different. Definitely. What other kinds of manners do you see that are different?
And second is like second point, I come to the culture, like a Japanese, which I feel Japan and India culture. In Japan culture, the family not living like a together.
Yes.
Like in family member have 4 members. So father is like come like a late and they all eat. They cannot eat together.
Yeah.
All have a different plan. But in India, our case, all members are come on time and they are eat together.
That's exactly the same in Latin America.
So
we have to eat together. If not, it's something missing. It's weird. Yeah, something's missing.
In right now also, when I sometime I eat, so I call to my family in a video call. So we are just taking dinner together.
In another part of the world. That's so nice.
So I called to my mom today. What did you make? So my mom said today I make this food. So same food I arrange in Japan.
Oh really?
So we can eat together.
Oh, that's
like a
so
feel
nice.
to.
Yeah, the feeling of being. Yeah, I do believe that Japanese are a little bit different in that part. Yeah, something else that you will say.
And second thing, which I feel like in Japan, like a very close friend in like a Japanese very very close friend, they are not believing in share and alls. Like in our culture, first is a sharing. If we have something, so we are share. We are asked to first, did you eat? Did you not eat? So if he or she say okay, so we will give. Yes. But in Japanese they don't give. I searched that why they don't give that, because the person don't know what is the inside the food, maybe some good or bad things. That is like a Japanese thinking.
Oh really?
So that's why they know if you serve, so they say no thanks.
Yeah. Yeah,
like these types of experience.
Yeah, they like the relationships they manage really differently. They manage everything really differently, and it's interesting that you see it from the point of view of the food. Like for example, if you're my friend and I'm gonna share food with you, or the food at the dinner time when you want to share your food with your mom and your family. It's really interesting how,
because in my home also, if I alone, I cannot make a food for me, because it's a very difficult. If I make on myself and I eat only myself, it's a very very difficult.
Yeah.
That's why I always, when I make anything, so I call my friends, please come and join.
Yeah, because it's better to eat with other people.
And which I feel in Japan, I cannot live alone. It's like very very hectic and feeling very very like a depression type feel.
I can't believe how much I understand you. I understand you so much. It's sometimes you feel like a little bit distant from the people, but it's not because the people is bad or the people doesn't want to be with you. It's just because their culture is different.
Yes.
And I have been here a month, and now actually today I started like hugging all my friends because now I'm like starting to miss this like contact and this closeness to people. And I don't know, they are Russian and one of them is Australian, so they can like accept it. I hope the other Japanese will accept if I start doing that. Yes. But I will have to ask permission first because, of course, the personal space is completely different. I think in India it's also different from Japan. What do you think about that?
Yeah, in these days, lots of Japanese companies come to the India, so our culture's going to be improved and everything's very soon. Like Kyoto. Kyoto is the same place in India, also Varanasi. So Japan government and India government together and just make the same Kyoto place in India also. They are going to development on that place.
And what do you think about the culture, the working culture in Japan now that you're talking about a lot of Japanese companies going to India?
Yes. In India also now you can, when you enter the Japanese company, the culture is the same. Like if you work in Japan, and if you work in India, you do not feel you don't work in Japan. The culture is the same. Everything is totally same.
The Indian culture, it's still there.
They are improving. They are improving day by day.
Oh, that's good. That's good. I think that's part of globalization and sharing experience through work or through food or many other different things. And do you think that education has to do with it?
Yes, the main part of the education. Sometimes I feel like in Japan they are learning for the starting.
Yes.
But after that, they almost know the manners and everything. Like when they are kids.
Yes, since they are kids, that's definitely true. I have seen how since they are little they start teaching them very important things from the culture. And all right, it seems that we have almost reached the end of the program. We are waiting for messages from you with feedbacks and requests.
Sushi, Sumo, Tokushima.
This radio program, Sushi, Sumo, Tokushima, is being recorded live here on B-FM in Tokushima. Feedback of today, how do you feel? How was the program for you?
Today is my very amazing experience. It's a very, very good.
Yeah, thank you for being here. Muchas gracias. So, this program is hosted by volunteer members working with non-profit organization B-FM Daigaku. We are open to and accepting any forms of support or contribution you have to offer with the local community of Tokushima. Please do not hesitate to contact us if you wish to get involved by emailing radio@bfmdaigaku.net. We are accepting requests and messages via email. Please send email to request@bfm.jp, including the title of the show, Sushi, Sumo, Tokushima, in your messages. You can listen to this channel, B-FM on the internet with your PC and smartphones. If you are accessing with your PC, go to website www.bfm.jp and you will find a pink banner writing Sumo Radio on the left side of the page. If you're accessing with your smartphone or tablet, download the application Listen Radio. Then select B-FM 791 FM Bizan with the area Chikoku. If you're listening to this radio in an area that has weak radio wave, don't worry. You can listen to this program with clear sound through this internet radio system. So, no one knows what language will be spoken or what kind of topics we will bring up next Thursday, so don't miss it. See you next time. Bye bye. Adios.